The 10 evils. The list and rankings were often changed according to Yu Zhongok's regression cycle, but they were the 10 people in charge of being the main villains in this world of ways of survival. Chongmuro's armed fortress master, Gong Pildu, was one of the 10 evils. Thus, a person wouldn't be aware of Gong Pildu unless they had read the end of Ways of Survival, like me. Green Zone, 56 out of 70. Indeed, the size of his room was different. It couldn't be measured easily. This whole green zone was Pildu's area. Let's do the standard procedure. I hid Li Gilyong behind me and opened my mouth. Why should we pay you coins? Chongmuro Station is a public place. It was till 8 days ago, but not anymore. For ordinary humans, 500 coins wasn't a small sum. Making people pay 500 coins just for stepping on his land? What a crook. Okay, I'll give it, but I'll give it to the person directly. What? You aren't Gong Pildu. Gong Pildu might be a villain, but right now the person in front of me was just extra number 1 of the Landlord Alliance. Where are you, Gong Pildu? I quickly looked around. Not him. Not him. I wonder where Gong Pildu was. Huh, you're a funny guy. Hey, are you playing with me right now? Gong Pildu Shi, where are you? Take this fine. I ignored them and kept walking. You've invaded private property. The turrets aimed straight at me, but I didn't stop. Honestly, there's no guarantee I would be safe if the turrets started shooting. Nonetheless, there was a need to show off my combat power here. That way Gong Pildu wouldn't underestimate me. It's up to here. I'll shoot you if you come closer. Finally, Gong Pildu moved. There was a bench covered with various supplies. A middle-aged man was sitting on top of it and looking at me. Indeed, this was how he was described in the novel. His belly was half revealed, and I could see hair on it. This was Gong Pildu, the representative of the Landlord Alliance. This is a face I've never seen before. You're great. Isn't it unfair that I have to pay to see you? The character Gong Pildu was interested in you. In any case, I seemed to be the type that was popular with the bad guys. It was the same with Kim Namun. You're fairly good at talking, but it isn't good to be too cocky. Heard magic bullets being loaded into the turrets. Damn bastard. Gong Pildu smiled like an ordinary neighborhood ajushi, but I knew. He was anything but. The exclusive skill character list is activated. Character information. Name, Gong Pildu. Age, 48 years old. Constellation sponsor, Defense Master. Private attribute, Landlord, rare. Great Landowner, rare. Exclusive skills, Private Property level 3. Patience level 1. Profit Calculation level 2. Leadership level 2. Insight level 1. Weapons Training level 1. Stigma, Arm Zone level 3. Overall stats, Physique level 9. Strength level 11. Agility level 10. Magic Power level 19. Overall evaluation, Gong Pildu, the representative of the Chongmudo Landlord Alliance. His skill, Private Property, and Stigma, Arm Zone, has the best effect in a battle against many. It is advisable not to make him an enemy. Starter Pack is currently applied. A Growth Package is currently applied. There were numerous GAP in the world, but few of them were as stable as a landowner or a landlord. However, there were those who boasted both characteristics, and the Armed Fortress Master Gong Pildu in front of me was one of them. I realized it when I saw his information. His magic power was already at level 19. Indeed, this would be enough for him to become one of the 10 evils in the future. By the way, why did you come here for? I don't think your goal is paying a fine. He was also very sensitive. I pondered it over for a while. Should I negotiate here or overpower him? It might be possible if I used all my power, but it wouldn't be easy to break through Gong Pildu's arm zone. I needed to prepare to receive a big injury if I wanted to defeat the turrets. What should I do? There was a separate place where I had to use coins, so it was impossible to increase my stats. I'm warning you that you shouldn't think of anything. Gong Pildu smiled at me. His troops were surrounding Li Hyungsung. He really moved quickly. I laughed and raised both hands. Please calm down. Isn't it obvious for a tenant to come to the landlord? Is it for a room? Yes, please let my companion's eye sit in your green zone. This was a must. In order to clear the third scenario safely, we had to stay in Gong Pildu's green zone. However, Gong Pildu's answer was expected. No, the Alliance doesn't accept outsiders. I'll think about it if every person pays 500 coins a day. 500 coins a day? It was like selling coins. This is more expensive than the Dokkaebi bag. It's a bit tough, so I'll give you information instead. What information? Information about Yu Zhongok. Yu Zhongok. The complexions of all the landlords changed with that one name. Yu Zhongok caused an uproar not long ago. You bastard, what's your relationship with that guy? Pildu Shi, isn't this bastard suspicious? There was a reaction. I thought Yu Zhongok would have already caused a problem with the Landlord Alliance. In fact, I was a bit unsure at this point. According to the original story, Yu Zhongok of the Third Regression should have been fighting against the Landlord Alliance by now. What was he doing? Gong Pildu stared at me with suspicious eyes. What's your relationship with Yu Zhongok? We're companions separated by life and death. It doesn't seem like it. Anyway, we're friendly. How can I believe that? Don't believe me? Don't you have nothing to lose? I threw out the bait. Perhaps Gong Pildu would have to accept my suggestion. It was because right now, Yu Zhonguk was the only person who could threaten the power balance in Chongmuro. The character, Gong Pildu, has activated profit calculation level 2. Why won't I receive any loss? There's no guarantee that you aren't a scammer. I can't ignore my years of experience. In my experience, people like you run away to avoid paying rent at the end of the month. It was so accurate that I felt wronged. Still, it was difficult to push it here. If you don't believe me, can't be helped. Maybe there will be damages. Gong Pildu's expression became complicated. I turned around without hesitation. It was important not to show any regret. That way he regretted even more. Wait a minute. You have to pay a fine for intruding. Where are you trying to flee to? It was another regret. Damn it. I turned around and smiled awkwardly. How much? 100 coins? No, you and that kid are 1,000 coins. The vein on my head bulged. Did this bastard think that 1,000 coins were 1,000 won? It's too much. The Dokkaebi still hadn't given my cut of the coins, but I couldn't give 1,000 coins to a jerk like Gong Pildu. Gong Pildu grinned. Then you're disqualified as tenants. Die! I instinctively pushed through the men around me and ran to where my party members were. There was first the sound of firing, and Lee Hyung-sung held up the metal shield blocking my back. He was really reliable. Lee Hyung-sung's strength and physique were level 14, but he spoke very nervously. Dokshashi. I could clearly see his trembling arm muscles. Lee Hyung-sung had yet to obtain his second stigma, which meant he couldn't hold against these turrets. Moreover, there was no Jing Hee-won. If I started a head-to-head fight, someone in the party would surely die. Gong Pildu, wait a moment. If we fight, then you won't be able to escape damages. What? It's better not to fight us now. Why? The damage had to be shown. If we fight now, you'll die. Gong Pildu's expressions hardened. Even if I didn't add anything, Gong Pildu would have noticed the presence of the guy coming down from the escalator from B1. It would be strange if he didn't know, considering the guy was showing off such a huge momentum. My best companion is coming. It was Yu Zhonguk. I didn't expect that damn aggressor to be happy. Master, it's that person. He pretended to be Master's companion. Li Jihye cried out shrilly as she pointed at me. The main character, the lone hero of a drama, was walking by her side. He looked at me with impressively fierce eyes. The character, Yu Zhonguk, is greatly disturbed. Exclusive skill, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint Stage 2 has been activated. There was a brief moment of dizziness, and I started to hear his thoughts. How? Already? I waved to him and said casually, Hi, Zhonguk. Have you been well? Your face looks good. Li Jihye and Gong Pildu looked at us like they couldn't believe it. They never expected I would be a companion of Yu Zhonguk. There was a slight tension in the air. These people don't believe I'm your companion. Can't you tell them? Nevertheless, I knew Yu Zhonguk. This bastard killed easily, but he kept his promises. A few constellations are paying attention to character Yu Zhonguk's answer. The constellation Demon-like Judge of Fire is observing Yu Zhonguk's loyalty. Moreover, the constellations were paying a lot of attention. Yu Zhonguk watched me and slowly opened his mouth. However, my words were faster. Right, it'd be better if you let me use the bathroom. Finally, Yu Zhonguk pulled out a blade. After a while, we safely used the bathroom and came down to the platform of Line 3. It was thanks to this fellow regressor companion. I smiled widely. It's nice to see you, you rascal. You're alive. In conclusion, Yu Zhonguk didn't call me his companion. He just pointed his blade at Gong Pildu as his answer. Fortunately, Gong Pildu didn't want to clash with us and let us go. I asked, Were you hoping I'd be killed? I thought it'd be good. This rotten companion. I became angry when I saw that cheeky face. It made me want to run over and strike him in the jaw, but I couldn't do it. The exclusive skill character list is activated. There's too much information about this person. Character list is converted to summary list. Full version. Converted the character information of Yu Zhonguk into the full version. Character list. Name, Yu Zhonguk. Age, 28 years old. Constellation sponsor, unknown. Private attribute, regressor, third turn, myth. Pro gamer, rare. Exclusive skills, Sage's Eyes level 8. Hand-to-hand combat level 8. Advanced weapons training level 5. Strong self-defense level 5. Mental barrier level 5. Crowd control level 5. Reasoning level 5. Lie detection level 4, omitted. Stigma, regression level 3. Overall stats, physique level 24. Strength level 24. Agility level 25. Magic power level 23. Comprehensive evaluation. The comprehensive evaluation of this person is too long to load. It hadn't seemed that great in the novel, yet seeing it in person now, I knew how extraordinary it was. We were about to enter the third scenario, and Yu Zhonguk's total physical related stats were around 70. This crazy bastard. Damn it, is this the main character buff? Do you have anything to say? Yu Zhonguk asked. Yu Zhonguk's growth rate was steeper than had been the original 3 regressions. The fact that his growth was so fast meant he was taking greater risks. What the hell was this person who had only returned 3 times doing? Something was making me uneasy. Have to dig it out sooner or later. I asked if you had anything to say. No, I was just looking. He's more tenacious than I thought. What? Tenacity? He had a serious tuning disease. However, being cheeky isn't good. Should I just kill him now? I'm joking, I hurriedly laughed. Yu Jonguk turned his head like he wasn't interested. The constellation person with the golden headband is disappointed in you. Anyway, I didn't want to alienate Yu Jonguk right now. In order to clear multiple scenarios, Yu Jonguk was a necessary person. Even if we weren't real companions, it was worth using him thoroughly. Why did it sound like I was making excuses? It looks like you've obtained companions. Yu Jonguk looked at the people behind me with emotionless eyes. The character Yu Jonguk is a bit disappointed in you. What? Why? The answer became clear. The character Yu Jonguk has used Sage's Eyes level 8. He picked up Lee Hyung-sung, but was only to raise him to this level. I was at a loss for a moment because it was true. Certainly, Lee Hyung-sung's growth would have been better if he moved with Yu Jonguk. Still, this bastard. I was just an ordinary reader who had gotten lucky to know the future. It is below expectations. It seemed worse because I was hearing his words in my mind. At that moment, Yu Jonguk's eyes stopped as he was looking around. For the first time, confusion could be seen on his eyes. What is that?